Hi, Patrick Dean here. I'm glad to talk with you again. I think our last video was about being in the moment and having an experience in the moment, creating a great day no matter what's going on around you. And I hope that that video was helpful. So take a look at it on this channel if you want to learn how to create a great day pretty consistently. Well, I want to talk with you about another topic, and I want to talk with you about success in your life, whatever that means for you. Now, one of the things that I would really ask you if we were in conversation, and I would be very curious about, is what is success to you? What is a successful life? And I ask people that a lot, and there's quite a few people that don't have an answer to that. They just kind of feel like maybe survival is just successful, or getting the bills paid, or getting through another day, or that kind of stuff, which is fine. I mean, but when you really want to create a successful life, and first you want to define that for yourself because it's different for different people. Maybe a successful life looks something like a material life to you, that you create the abundance that you want, you create a house or other possessions that make you feel good and that contribute to your life. And maybe for some people it's just a loving and supportive relationship in their life that they have a partner to go through life with. For some people, it's just a matter of their personal growth and really looking at themselves and being a learner and a beginner in their life and enjoying everything that comes in and enjoy everything about learning. Some people, a successful life would be around traveling and going and meeting new people and going to different places. A lot of people have part of them, which often doesn't get expressed, is about a successful life is the contribution you make to other people. And I think this is a tough one because we feel like, oh my God, if I'm going to get out there, I've got to be some kind of a Martin Luther King or Gandhi or something like that, and I don't have that in me. And but I know that if you are making a difference in anybody's life, even in a small way, that can feed this part of us. Most of us have want to matter, and we want to make a difference with other people. So a combination of all those things may be success for you. But I after you watch this video, just get a piece of paper and start writing down what is a successful life to you. Now, and then the second thing that you probably want to look at is, or I challenge you to look at anyway, is where you're going to be in 5 years or 10 years. What does that look like? Now, that's a hard question because it requires that you kind of land on what your life looks like in the future. What is your life experience in the future? And it's hard to imagine what that can be when we're so surrounded with stuff around us right now that needs to be taken care of. It seems to be very busy sometimes, and it seems to be kind of boring sometimes, and it seems to be kind of a grind sometimes. And we get involved in that, and then we don't stop and go, where do I want to be in 5 years or 10 years? Or what is my experience like? How is my health going to be? Where am I going to be living? What kind of houses do I want to live in? What kind of places do I want to travel to? And that starts something called dreaming. And when you start dreaming, the mind is an amazing thing. And what it'll do is it starts to put into motion solutions for you to accomplish the things that you want. And I know it sounds a little strange, but I have seen this 1,000 times, and in myself as well, is when you just start to write stuff down and when you just start to dream about it. And when you have an emotional attachment to things, it'll take you in a direction. Now, you might not end up exactly where you want. In fact, some things will be different. But what's really important right now is your rate of motion and moving forward. So that takes a couple things. Number one, what I would do along with this journaling, that you write down where you're going to be in 5 years. You're going to write down what is an ideal life for you. The other thing is what is it that you are willing to let go of to have that life. So I have been looking, and Nancy, my wife, and I have been looking around, and we've been starting to let go of a lot of stuff that we've collected over our travels, over our life, and that kind of stuff. So I think simplification is a powerful factor in focus and moving forward. So if you wanted just to make a difference next weekend, what you could do is just clean out a closet. I mean, it sounds crazy. Or clean out your garage, or give stuff away to the Goodwill, or start to simplify stuff. Now, there's something interesting about this thing in simplification, by the way, and that is take a look around, and if it doesn't make you feel good to look at it, if it doesn't create bring your spirits up to look at it, oftentimes that would be something good to let go of in some way. I had a woman in a class, and she had this beautiful diamond ring that she was wearing, and she was wearing it on her right hand, not her left hand. And I asked her about that diamond ring, and she said, "Well, that's from my first marriage, you know." And we got in conversation about that. Now, she wanted another relationship, and she hadn't created one, but that diamond ring on her finger, she loved that ring. It was very beautiful, and it also did have a lot of memory attached to it that kept her kind of attached in the past. As she talked about it, there was a lot of emotion and about the things that had happened in her first marriage and how it didn't work out and that kind of stuff. And she never connected to the fact that there was something around her that kind of reminded her of that. Now, I'm not saying give stuff away that's important to you or any of that kind of stuff, but I mean, take a look at, is it creating your spirits? So you've got some homework here. Take a look at, and have fun with this. Take a look at what an ideal life is to you. Next, write down where you're going to be in 5 or 10 years, or at least sit back and think about it. And then the third thing is to take some positive action toward that experience. A lot of people that I talk to want to learn something, so they want to take a class, or they want to learn something. They've always wanted to master something. And I think that may be a good thing to look at too. That's what I'm involved in right now, is I'm learning Spanish. So I've always wanted to speak Spanish, and I'm on my 800th day at Duolingo, which is an app for Spanish. But it requires discipline, and it requires me to stay in it. And that's sharpening that. And sharpening discipline, sharpening your discipline and sharpening your focuses is always make you happier, actually. So from my point of view, and it makes my clients happier. I have a ton of clients that come to me and they want help with all this stuff, and they would like to have an accountability partner, and they would like to set something into motion. So what I do is I do personal coaching and transformational coaching. But anyway, find yourself a coach, or find yourself a mentor, or find somebody that can work with you that's kind of outside of your family group or your friends group, somebody that can really hold you accountable, and that will add to your whole thing of moving you forward. So I just challenge you to get some energy, take a look around, make some changes, do some stuff, and you're going to see some kind of magic come into your life, I think, and it's amazing what will happen. Anyway, have a great day, and have a great rest of the week, and enjoy your life, and get out there and be in the moment. Thanks. Bye-bye.